Hey guys, Mick here from Uncaged in Australia. I've met some awesome people here. We got Josh and Stevie.
How you
And
going?
a little one down the back here. Hey, met these guys at Seisha Caravan Park. Absolute example of what Uncaged in Australia is all about. So just going to ask, Josh a little bit about his story and why we found him up here. Escaped from Sydney, mate.
The escape from Sydney is the main reason, to relax and get away from the rat race, I suppose. Just close the business was 7 days a week. It's a bit full on for the family, and just get out and enjoy ourselves now, I suppose.
Yeah. And difficulties running the business, with a bit of men's health there, you probably constant work, constant thinking, probably lack of sleep. That's where I'm at a little bit as well. That's sort of why I'm bringing this bit of men's health into it. Don't get me wrong, the women and wives and partners also become very closely involved in that because they got to put up with us.
Mate, it was more or less, I enjoyed what I did, but the hours were there. I'd come home late from work, jump in the office for a few more hours, so it was more or less my daughter and my partner that struggled from that.
Yeah.
Newborn being very, very full on. And I wasn't there to be able to help my partner with that for the first 12 months of my daughter being born. That's the time I've lost. And that really affected me once I got out of all my habits and whatnot and woke up.
Yeah.
And now all I can do is try and make that up to them, and this is the best way to do it. So.
It's awesome you've made the move. Like you were saying before, that some of your mates you're going to meet some up here, but they've been caught now in Sydney with COVID.
Yeah, that was a big. That was a big blow for us, especially Stevie as well. We got pretty close to them. We met them on another camping trip actually at Redhead Beach in Sydney, Newcastle. Sorry. Great bunch of blokes. We'd spent 6 months planning this trip, and we bit the bullet over at Archer River, and I ran out of oil, funnily enough.
Oh, did you? So tell us about your rig too? 105 series.
Funnily enough, one of the boys working for me quit that had one of the company cars.
Okay.
Just finished paying that off, didn't need it anymore, so I was looking to get out of Sydney, get out of the business and whatnot, so straight swapped to Mitsubishi Triton for the 105 series.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So that was our ticket out of here, and it's pretty well built from the bloke that we got it from, which we're lucky enough. But without that, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Yeah. And I suppose one of the things is that money's one thing, isn't it, in business? But it's not everything.
To be honest, mate, it's not the be all and end all, that's for sure. It is nice to have money, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot nicer to have time with your family. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah, and how do we as blokes, I suppose, other than tell them stories like this, because what I find is that you start thinking about it, but it's very easy to get back into normal, say you'll have to find some work at some point.
Most definitely.
To get a few bucks in the bank, but then how do you, not get back into the same routine and the same system?
It definitely is a hard one. We know we're definitely not going to make the money we were making beforehand, at some stages anyway. But at the end of the day, mate, when you live with minimal, you don't need a lot. So you've got food, diesel, place to stay. Yeah. It's pretty cheap when you think about it like that.
It becomes less stressful.
There is no stress. There is very minimal stress.
Yeah.
So.
And then you come back and I think, relationships are better and children, are happier and everyone's happier.
There's still the stress on the road, isn't there?
There definitely
just
is.
like
We've
there
had
would be
our
at
ups
home.
and downs,
but it's different.
Yeah.
Well, it's a different type of stress.
Well, I've got Deb and I and the 4 kids, and every time we start the first sort of week, we nearly kill each other because we're 24 hours a day. Travelling and living together, and we're different at the end of the day. So so everyone starts to settle in and finds their spot. Yeah. And like you just got to walk away and go and have a chat to a few people.
That's it, mate. That's the best way to meet people as well, though.
That's it.
You don't get this life working 9 to 5. And you know what? It's not that expensive to do.
Yeah,
It really isn't. If you can put food on the table, go for a fish.
yeah.
It's not that difficult.
Well, we're just saying Stevie, with a little free spot round. I think it's Ingenue. I think
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
around further. There's a nice little spot around there. A little free camp as well that I just passed on. But at the end of the day, mate, one of my favourite sayings, I'd talk to a tree, and I reckon you would as well.
I got about 6 to talk to now
You talk to the trees.
Mate,
with a hammock.
you just got to do it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you owe it to yourself.
Take the lead.
Yeah,
You owe it to yourself to get out and just explore the beautiful country we got, really.
yeah,
And you know, take the loved ones with you, and
yeah.
it beats working.
Give
Yeah,
yourself
so-
Well, it beats working at the company anyway, I suppose.
That's it.
And anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's too scared to say, oh, I can't. But
Mm.
realistically, you can. You
Yeah.
just got to say, we're going to do it and do it.
It's a leap of faith. You got to escape from your fear of your own mind, your own caged mind, and what you think you can and can't do, and start going outside of the norm. Really,
I like that caged mind.
it is.
We're
It's a
uncaged,
caged.
you know. That's what it's all
exactly.
about.
It's a caged
yeah.
mind. You think that you've got to stay in that to make money to get where you need to go, and reality is, that's the cage. You don't need that. You can do it on the road. We're about to try and find hired work here. They've said they've got
Yeah.
workers that they need, and we're going to go and have a look at that tomorrow. And the sun rises, new day. Every
Sounds
day's a
good.
clean slate.
Mate, when you wake up with water views every day of the week, it's pretty hard to
Not
give
too
it up,
bad.
that's for sure.
Very grounding.
No, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
No worries, mate.
And,
Thank you
thanks,
very
Stevie.
much.
No
Yeah,
worries,
good to
mate.
meet you,
Thank
mate. Yeah.
Very nice to meet you,
on.
mate.